Hey everybody, this is Herschel from High School Top 200. The number 13th ranked team in the country is St. Pat's Silverstream. Now, it is obvious that they have one of the top 5 best players in the country's return, and Josh Souther's is going to be one of those players that is always going to be talked about this year. He's always going to be a factor in every single game that they play in. So, it's only right that you think about him in that way where he has to be one of the main guys talked about all the time. Whether you're talking about St. Pat's Silverstream or Hurricane Rugby or even New Zealand secondary schools, he's just going to be up there. I actually think that he's going to be a player in the making and is going to be a guy that is probably going to be watched on TV after this, after he leaves school. I don't know, there's just something about him there. He just the way that sometimes he conducts himself on the field, he's just got that kind of thing about him. And so I don't think that New Zealand secondary schools is going to be like his pinnacle. I don't even think under 20s rugby is going to be the pinnacle of his career. I actually think we're going to see him on TV further than that. He's going to be. He's kind of like a cheat code, if you know what I mean. Where it's like unfair that you have a player that's good. Like, it's unfair that you got someone that's that good on your team, and then it's like when you win, you're like, well, you should win because you've got Josh Sutherland. Of course you got to win. It's like, why would you lose? It's kind of like that kind of attitude, and he's like a cheat. He's honestly like a cheat code because he just does everything so well. He makes sure that his duties are done on the field. He makes sure that his role in the team is taken care of before everything else. He makes sure that he puts and applies that pressure on the other team so that it works out in your favor and that you can reap the benefits of that pressure. That's just everything that he does and takes care of. He's got Iona Apineru as well, who's going to be a blindside, who was a lock last year, and he's going to be blindside. And I think Iona's position is blindside because he moves too well, and he's too agile, and that to be stuck in as a lock. So blindside is going to be a massive change, but it's going to be the best change for him. And then Luke Mannix looks like he's going to be the number 8 in that team. So you got 3 guys that have come back to all in their 3rd year, I think, of first 15 rugby. So there's a lot of experience just in that loose forward trio. Akita Iramia and Naylor Masima are going to be the locks. Naylor's one of the guys that I picked to get into that Hurricanes under 18 team, and I think he can still do it. I think he's going to be one of the better locks, and it always depends. Like because you've got so many guys within that region, so many good teams within that region. What they tend to do is that they pick guys to an outer position who they think will be better in different positions. Like what I was talking about, Tyler Lobshaw could double up as a lock, especially if you got guys within your region like Josh Tyler, and then you got Liam Newty John from Hastings Boys, who are all really good New Zealand secondary school type players. But then how do you fit everybody in? And so like Naylor's going to be one of those guys that is looked at as like, well, is he going to make it? Like, is he going to make it because we got other guys who are more versatile and things like that? But if you're just looking at pure locks, Naylor should be there. Akita is another guy that probably should be looked at as well. But For their front row, they've got Chris Hemme, who's like developed from a number 8 and moved up into the front row. Probably his better position. I mean, he's a big kid, and he's a guy that offers a lot in terms of running the ball and hitting the line, and sucking in defenders, drawing them away from drawing that attention away from others, where they can sort of make an impact as well, just from him. And then they have Luke Chisholm. And Luke Chisholm is a player as well that I think is going to be really good this year, and hopefully he's going to be one of those guys that transitions onto the next level as well. He's a big kid. He is physical. He is pretty agile as well, and so I hope it kind of works out too for him as well. The other, when you go into the backline and you sort of see the backline and how they work, I think it's going to be a bit different. I mean, I really like Rocco Berry. Riley Forbes is back. Micah Fafita is back, and even Scott Stevenson is back too. And so, trying to figure out where everybody fits in, I think is going to be their main problem. It's not going to be like the talent. It's going to be like, where do they put everyone, and then how, and is everyone going into which position is going to be the best for their team. I mean, Rocco Berry, I think, is one of the up-and-coming players. Riley Forbes has had to sit back a little bit with the other boys that were in front of him. Scott in his second year, third year as well. I'm not too sure, second or third. And the first 15, he's, they all offer a lot, but it's kind of like they are all really, really, really good all-rounders. So it doesn't really matter, like, it's like hard to pick like which guy is in the best position to make a difference for this team. Is Scott good at center, or could we put him at center? Could we put Rocco at first 5 or second 5? You could do the same with Riley Forbes, or put him at first 5, second 5, or at fullback, or like it just depends how you want to do it. And so they're going to have that problem within that team of just finding who fits best where and in what combinations. And so that's going to be pretty interesting to see how they actually put it all together, and if they keep it there or if they make a change, 2-3 weeks into the competition. I mean, the Wellington competition to me is not there's too much of a big gap between the top teams and the bottom teams. And so if you're looking at it from a national standpoint, if Silverstream really want to make a run to the top 4, they have a lot of games where they can figure that stuff out. And we're being in the Wellington competition, they have enough time to figure it out during the weaker games, who fits where and what positions, and so like they could actually have a really good campaign doing it that way. I am just interested to see what they really come up with and what the finished product is going to be. I know that they're going to be good. I know that they're going to win a lot of games, but I don't know if that transitions into after the Wellington comp. That's what I don't know. That's my review. Go check out Silverstream if you're in the area, and if you're around, or if they've come to your town to play your local team. Go check them out. Go check out how good they are. Peace.